It is Lori with Behavior Education at Spirit Keeper Animal Sanctuary. Welcome to Royals at the Ranch for Thursday, May 19th, 2022. I'm joined this evening by my inland carpet python, Vegan Bray, and that's because he just had a training session and I'm getting ready to put him away. I know he's not a Python Regis or Royal Python, but many of our Royal Pythons have already had training sessions tonight, and you're going to get to see a few of those in this video. Before we get to that, I want to make a couple of announcements. One of the things that I want to let you know about is that I try to post regularly in Facebook groups that I find particularly having members that are respectful to each other and who have admins and moderators that value educational content. And some of the groups that I regularly participate in are Advancing Herpetological Husbandry, Not Just a Pet Rock, Constrictors as Pets, and Morelia Pick of the Week. I was approached by a Facebook group called New Ball Python Keepers and asked if I would be willing to answer questions for their moderators and admins. And I said I'd be happy to do that. And I have worked out with them to start doing a short video series answering the questions that they're getting from their members. And tonight's episode is going to be an example of what that may look like. So as soon as I put Vegan Bray away, I am going to read one of the questions given to me by the admins of the group, and I'm going to answer that question in this video. They won't always be answered in my weekly videos. I'll be doing short videos and sending those directly to the admins of that group for them to post or share as they feel is appropriate. Now, the other announcement I have is that there is now a super thanks function on YouTube. And it's similar to Super Chats, and I don't have time to do live streams or the live office hours very often on YouTube. I do those twice a month on my Patreon. If you would like to donate to the snakes or other animals here, you can do that now by pushing the Super Thanks button on any of the pre-recorded videos that I post, and you can make a one-time donation. And if you want that to go to a particular animal, or a particular species of animal, or to be used for a specific thing, please, if you do a super thanks, just put it in the comments below the video that you do that on. I can tell you that right now, the majority of our expenses are veterinary and food, and that's for all of the animals here. We've had some massive veterinary bills lately for some of our snakes. I've had 2 snakes just in the last 2 months that have had surgery for cancerous tumors. And then Rosalie, who had the surgery for the esophageal issue when the great vessel from her heart was compressing her esophagus and she couldn't swallow. She's had to have 2 surgeries to correct that structural defect that she was hatched with. She's doing very well. So if you would like to just support us intermittently or give a one-time donation, you can do that now thanks to YouTube's Super Thanks function. And if you're able to give us more support on a regular basis, you can do that through PayPal giving, through Facebook donations, or you can do that by becoming a patron. And I have patrons at $3 on up to $100, depending on what services you would like me to provide for you. So go ahead and check those out. Now, without any further stalling, I'm going to put Vegan Bray up because it looks like he is kind of moving in the direction of his enclosure anyway. I'm going to read that first question from members of the New Ball Python Keepers group. I'm going to show you a video from one of their admins, and then we're going to move right into me answering that question.
Hello, I'm Tracy Judd, and I manage the Facebook group New Ball Python Keepers. About 3 years ago, I started New Ball Python Keepers because I wanted to create a friendly, non-judgmental place for beginning keepers to get the help and reliable information they need to take the best possible care of their new snake family members. With more than 300 new members joining our group each week, it's clear there are many of you out there who want to know more about how to care for your Royal Python. We get lots of questions about behavior-related topics, like how to deal with a scared baby snake, how to handle a new pet, how to deal with a strong feeding response, and more. So we're thrilled that Lori has agreed to help us out with a series of Dear Lori videos, where she answers questions from our members about behavior and training. I hope you enjoy these videos as much as we do, and that the information that Lori shares will help improve life for both you and your snake.
All right, everyone, here is the first question. They actually sent me a whole list of Dear Lori questions. And here's the first one that I'm going to answer, and I'm going to do it in this video just to give everybody an idea of what this video series is going to be about. But again, you're going to have to go in the future directly to that group to see the questions and the answers. Dear Lori, I keep hearing about target training and other types of training for snakes. I'm sorry, but this seems dumb. Why would you train your snakes to do tricks? Shouldn't we just let our snakes be snakes? My answer is, we should try to let our snakes be snakes in that we should modify our behavior in accordance with theirs. We should try to provide them every opportunity to exhibit species typical behaviors and natural behaviors under captive management. But we aren't teaching them tricks. Target training is not teaching snakes tricks, and we absolutely should be teaching target training for all of the reasons that I'm about to explain. Targeting is not a trick. It is a training tool or exercise. The New Oxford American Dictionary defines trick as a cunning or skillful act or scheme intended to deceive or outwit. It also defines trick as a practical joke, an illusion, a skillful act performed for entertainment or amusement, or a clever or particular way of doing something. Target training is teaching an animal a practical skill to enhance ease of keeping for caretakers and reduce anxiety, fear, and distress in animals by establishing clear communication and opening the door for choice-based interactions between keeper and handler. This also improves safety for both. Cooperative care and consent behaviors have emerged as best practices within zoo, aquarium, shelter, sanctuary, and veterinary settings. Families are now starting to incorporate cooperative care and choice-based interactions into their pet keeping to improve welfare, improve safety, and improve their relationships with their snakes and other animals. Cooperative care training means that animals are being taught to voluntarily participate in their own care. Target training is a core cooperative care behavior, useful for communication, confidence building, and for shaping additional behaviors. Target training snakes for behaviors such as shifting or moving from one location to another, stationing or pausing on a scale or other area, recalling a snake when it's loose, or getting a snake to emerge from hiding have proven to be relatively straightforward with the proper shaping plan and antecedent arrangement. Target training can also be used as a simple signal to cue feeding, exercise opportunities, or to let a snake know that handling is about to occur. When cooperative care behaviors like target training are used, it eliminates the need for force-based handling. And instead of forcing snakes out of hiding, forcing snakes from down off of ledges and perches, prying them out of their enclosures when they've anchored themselves inside, and causing the animal much fear, anxiety, and distress, you can simply ask the animal to come out of their enclosure or ask the animal to perform another behavior and have them choose to do so, minimizing fear, anxiety, and distress, improving safety, and making for a good relationship that has positive emotional valence on both sides. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you found that useful. I hope the group that asked me to answer that question was happy with the format. I'm sure they're going to give me some feedback. I am headed outside right now to feed horses and other outdoor type animals. So until next time, everybody, please remember to be kind and love your animals.